Hello and welcome to the Helping Hand TV show. With me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. The Helping Hand is an initiative of the H4P Organization where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. The greatest limitations we put on ourselves become the greatest limitations of our lives. If we don't limit ourselves, we can do anything, we can be anything.
I see that there are more abilities lying behind my disability.
And like I say, disability indeed is not inability. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome to another exciting and educational edition of the Helping Hand TV show. As you know, the Helping Hand is an initiative of the H4P Organization, the Here for Perfection Organization, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And like I say, you are welcome. Welcome to my world where disability is not inability. Special thanks to my proud sponsors, DV Unlimited Company Limited and Fire City Chapel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you to you for tuning in to your favorite show on TV. You are with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. I'll go for a quick commercial break. When I come back, I have an exciting episode for you. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. And today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend. Others call her the sweet companion. And others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable. And she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samana Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the topmost made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability and you are supporting H4P Organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners!
Nature's finest touch!
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. You are still with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. This is the Helping Hand TV show. And today we have an exciting episode. We are looking at women and disability. Well, to help me discuss and dissect the issues, I have the acting chairperson of the AMA chapter of the Ghana Society of the Physically Disabled. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Gladys Agbenu. Gladys, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for spending your time with me.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Normally, when we talk disability, we talk about it in general. But men are different from women.
Sure.
Today, we want to discuss women and disability. Let's start with your story. How did your journey in the disability world begin?
Okay. I was told by my mom that when I was 2 years old.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
My elder brother was very sick. and she took him to the hospital.
Okay.
And she was carrying me at her back by then, going through the process at the hospital. So after she was attended to, she came back home, and she realized I was very hot. My temperature was very hot.
Wow.
She did all she could, but still the temperature wasn't coming down.
Wow.
So she decided to take me back to the hospital.
Okay.
So at the hospital, I was injected. And after the injection, we came back home. I was still playing around with my friends. And like as I was playing, and small time, then I would fall down. I couldn't get up from the fall. Then she would say, get up. And I was still sitting down. She would come and help me get up. So I was falling too much.
You're too small to know what was going on.
Yes. So I was falling down too much, and she decided to put me at her back. So I fell asleep. She put me down, and that was it.
Wow.
I woke up. I couldn't lift myself up again. I was just lying there calling her, Mom, I was up. And so, get up. I said, no, I can't get up. She said I started walking very early at the, I think 8 months old. Yeah, so that's from 8 months to 2 years. That is where I enjoyed. But for me, I didn't know anything.
I guess then that it was a situation with polio, right?
Yeah, that's what they said. They said polio. But I was immunized. They gave me immunization against polio.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what the doctors said. But I learned, like, they injected me on my vein.
Okay.
That affected me.
Okay.
So I was paralyzed. I couldn't wake up. Like, I couldn't lift my arm, my left arm and my right leg. So she went back to the hospital. They tried all they could. They couldn't heal me. So, like, my mother took me anywhere she could hear that, oh, this place, they can heal your child. To the shrine, to the herbalists, to the churches, everywhere.
Then she spent a lot of money.
Yes, she did. And she was a very hard-working woman. She's still a very hard-working woman. And,
God bless our mothers, eh?
Yes. I think the herbalist did what he could.
Okay.
He gave her some herbs. She tied it around my arm and my leg. So at a point in time, I was able to lift my left arm. But as for the leg there, it was still the same.
So it worked a bit?
It worked a bit, yes.
We'll take it like that. We'll take it like
so the herbs to work.
Okay. So where was your father in all this? Because we seem to be...
He was with her. But...
Was he supportive?
Yes, I would say he was.
Okay.
He was, but they got separated when I was at the age of, I think, 6 years.
Okay.
I didn't know anything, so like I can't talk much about my father. I was with my mother throughout all my journey.
Okay. But you didn't know why the separation?
No.
But it was not because of you?
It wasn't because of my disability.
Okay. So, young girl, you are growing up, you have to face disability. You have been walking, going up and down, possibly being troublesome all over. But now you are restricted. How did you take it? Because it will slow you down.
Yes, but I didn't give up. I was crawling, following my friends all around. I was crawling until somebody told my mother she could get help at the OTC, Orthopedic Center at Insawan.
But before then, did you know what was happening at that age? When you were following your friends, did you know you were different?
Yes, I saw that I was different because I was at the age where I could see most of them were at the same age. They were walking about, but still I was on the floor. So I realized, no, I'm privileged, like I'm disabled. I'm like, I can't do something. But I didn't give up. I was still following them. Some were getting closer to me. Others too were
making fun and all that.
But
children.
I didn't give up.
Children. So you were introduced to OTC?
Yes, I was introduced to OTC where they prescribed this caliper for me, which helped me got up for some time. Yeah, now
it made you independent a bit.
Yes. So like it strengthens me too because now without the caliper too, I can still walk.
Oh.
But yeah, I can walk. But it's just that I get so tired easily without the caliper.
Okay.
So,
So the caliper helps
a lot.
makes it better. We are looking at a young lady. If it's a boy, a male, we'll look at maybe the adolescent age. We'll look at the teenage years. He would go through without any incidents. If you are talking about a female, a lot of things. Even with abled girls, they grow up health issues, biological issues, monthly cycles, all that. How did you go through all that as a female? Did you get somebody to teach you, educate you, prep you through it?
Yes. I was going to school too, so I was learning from school. My mother too was there.
Okay.
And she was also there for me. Anything that I don't understand, I ask her, and she teaches me. So throughout that stage, adolescent stage, I was okay. But it's just the friends. Even up to now, I don't have friends.
Wow.
Yes, I don't have friends. I can't say, even though I have classmates, but I don't have a friend, somebody that I'll say this person is my friend until I joined the disability organization.
Wow.
So I saw them as my friends, my family.
That would be an issue of discrimination, right?
Yes.
I'll go for a break. When I come back, we'll start hitting the nail right on the head on discrimination. You are still with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. This is the Helping Hand Show, special edition, Women and Disability. I have my very special guest, Gladys, with me. I'll go for a quick break. I'll be right back. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
The equation for success has a lot of variables, and great leadership is a combination of great habits. Great leaders are great readers, so I make it a point to read great materials every day. The Chosen Generation is a must-read book if you believe in your greatness.
The Chosen Generation, available on Amazon or call +233 550 507 077 or +233 20 197 9481. Get copies of The Chosen Generation, written by the Bishop, Dr. Charles C. Hackman, and support the H4P Organization Special Advocacy for Persons with Disability. Grab your copies now.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. I have Gladys with me, and we are discussing women and disability. We want to tackle that huge thing called discrimination. School. People react funny to something they don't understand. How were people reacting to you because of your condition?
In my school, I was the only physically challenged, I would say disabled person throughout primary, JHS and SHS. I was the only person with disability.
That would be very difficult.
Yeah, so people look at me some way, but for me, I'm everywhere. The meaning of my name, capable of doing all things. So whatever they are doing, even cultural group, I wanted to join.
Wow.
Because I couldn't jump all around, so I stayed back. I was in the school choir. Like I'm everywhere. So even if you don't want me, I will come near. Come closer.
But where do you get that confidence from? Is it from your mom or your dad?
No, it was from God. God knew.
Wow.
I didn't think about my disability. So like it didn't keep me like idle.
Okay.
I was everywhere. If somebody is doing something that I feel like I can do it, I do it. But so I don't look at them. Even if you look at me with any eye, I don't care. If I come closer, you sack me. The next time I will come. But yes, I will come.
Were there times Were there times that it affected you and you were sad?
Yes, sometimes when I get back, it pains me because sometimes I feel like if somebody is doing something and I know I can do it, and because of my disability,
You are not
they are
allowed.
not choosing me. And I get very hurt. In fact, this discrimination thing is very, very bad in our society. It has come to a time that people have to accept us as we are and find the ability in us and use that ability, but not the physical appearance.
Because if you are relating with somebody, it's because of what the person can do.
Yes.
Not the challenge the person is going through. I'm sure most of your members, you are the acting chairperson of your district. I'm sure most of your members have various stories of discrimination. Have any of them shared some with you?
Yes, most of them have shared with me, especially when like as I'm pregnant now. If people see you, a person with disability pregnant, they say, who did this to you? The person, oh, Mobokra, then like
really?
Yes, as if like you are not qualified to give birth, or I don't know, I don't understand them. And when you sit in the public transport, people don't want your body to touch them. They'll be pushing away and all sorts of things. And when you are in the market, people will be looking at you some way. Just this very Tuesday, I was at the market and a girl saw me and she said, "Hey, like seriously?" I said, "Like seriously what?" Because I didn't understand. And as for me, dear, if I hear something, I'll just approach you. I'll ask you questions.
I like that.
For me, I'll
I
not
like
leave
that.
I'll not leave you. I'll ask you, why did you say that? Maybe you don't know. So I'll educate you on that. Yes, so that you'll not go and say it next time. For me, where I've gotten to now, if somebody says anything against me because of my disability, I'm not affected. I'll rather get closer to you and educate you.
Wow. It's interesting for me, the comment the person made at the market. I mean, so a person with disability cannot give birth?
Yes, that's what they say. And even some of them think maybe because you are a person with disability, when you give birth to disabled children. And this is my 4th time of giving birth and going to give birth.
And none of your children?
None of them, even I've had twins. And they are all fit.
Wow. So then it means that the misconception out there that if you are disabled, you give birth to disabled children. It's not true.
It's not true. It's not true. Even I don't even think disabled children are giving birth to. Like it comes along when
something happens.
So I just don't get them.
This thing with transportation and its wahala that comes with it. You sit in a car, somebody doesn't want to sit with you. Do you think there should be special, of course we are doing the education, but should we have special allocations made for persons with disability when it comes to transportation? Yes,
in the Disability Act, it is said that like when there is a public transport at the station loading, and they have to make provisions for 2 convenience places for PWDs. So when you load and it's full, and that 2 places, no disabled person has occupied the place, that one day you can take able person. But I think the education hasn't gone down. So they don't know. So even if the car comes and where you are supposed to sit, you tell them, "Oh, I can't sit here."
They'll start like somebody,
they'll insult you. Why? That's what they always say. But it's not right. We are all one people. We are humans. We were all created by God. So you can't use somebody's disability to make the person feel very
And right
bad.
now, with the act, it's criminal. If you do that, it's a crime.
It's a crime, yes. So we have the right to report that person. So it depends on whom you are dealing with. Whether the person knows that he or she has the right to report the person.
Yeah. So the knowledge must come to us in the disability community so that we take our rights.
Yes. We educate our members.
Okay.
As for me, I always educate them when you are being
discriminated against,
or like somebody does something to you which you feel is not right. You have the right to report the person. If you can't go ahead, just see somebody who can lead you to report the person.
If you are a child and you are in school, you have a disability, and your friends are discriminating against you, you can't take legal action on that one. But how do you go about it? Because most people with disability are refusing to go to school because friends will laugh at them and all that.
So this is where I feel the education have to come right from the training of the teachers.
Okay.
They have to add it to their curriculum.
Okay.
That like teaching them issues on disability. So they will stop, or they will educate the children in the class or the students in the class that this and this is not done to these people. So right from the beginning.
So the teacher training colleges should have that?
Yes, they should have that. And also the health sectors, the nurses, especially with the hearing impaired people. I heard some time ago that they were going to add sign language interpretation in the nursing curriculum. But I don't know about it, whether it has been done. And so, Bishop, I'm putting it to you.
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay.
As the voice of ability on air for persons with disability, I will take up that job.
Okay.
I would find out, and you hear from me. All right. Well, it's time for us to go on a break. We'll go for 60-second success. I'll be right back. I still have Gladys, my amazing guest, with me. Stay tuned.
Focus, true grit. Keep going. Keep your eyes on the prize. No stopping, because winning is not an option. It's 60-second success with a bishop. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of 60-second success with a bishop. Today I want to talk to you about an important ingredient in the success equation: a strong character. Well, life is full of seasons. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. Sometimes it's a rainy season, sometimes it's not too rainy. It's sunshine all throughout. But successful people are those who have the strong characters that can endure difficult times. Now, anybody at all can go through good times, but it takes successful people to go through difficult times and come out with a good attitude. It is important to realize that a strong character is not built in convenience. A strong character is not built when things are conducive. A strong character is necessary for success. Thank you.
The equation for success has a lot of variables, and great leadership is a combination of great habits. Great leaders are great readers, so I make it a point to read great materials every day. The Chosen Generation is a must-read book if you believe in your greatness.
The Chosen Generation, available on Amazon, or call +233 550 507 077 or +233 20 197 9481. Get copies of The Chosen Generation, written by the Bishop, Dr. Charles C. Hackman, and support the H4P Organization Special Advocacy for Persons with Disability. Grab your copies now.
Thank you so very much for spending your time with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. This is the Helping Hand TV show with Gladys Agbenu, and she's sharing her life with us. Gladys, let's move the discussion a bit. Employment for persons with disability is another challenge.
Able bodies.
Yeah. They are struggling.
They are struggling to get employment. And, you know, most of the women with disabilities have not gone to school.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, we can't find ourselves in the mainstream. Like,
Okay. Okay.
So this is where I'm calling on governments. Like, I'm coming back to the Disability Act again.
Okay.
There is a place where it says that government is going to build rehabilitation centers in all the regions and the districts.
Yeah.
So I'm calling on government to use the same zeal that he's using to build infrastructures like schools, roads. Use the same zeal to build rehabilitation centers for us, so that we can be trained. We have our skill training there. So most women will be trained. And by so doing, their capacity will be built.
Exactly.
And they can have something. It's a type of creating jobs for them. So when they are there, they can learn something and earn a living. So that most of the women will just leave the streets.
Especially the women, especially the women. Education is key. Capacity building is key. This rehabilitation centers, we've been saying it for a long time. No government is listening. This is an election year. What do you think we should do, those of us in the disability community?
And we have to make noise. When they come with their promises, we also ask them, we also tell them what we want from them. So that, like, if you can't do this for us, then we can't vote for you. Definitely people will go and vote for them. But as for us, if you want our vote, this is what we want. And if they give us the promises and they come and they don't fulfill them, then we have to go on the street.
Exactly.
Make noise so that our voice will be heard. You know, because it's time they look at us. The thing is, when they are making policies, they don't have us in mind, and we are afterthoughts. And even when you go to them, they will not even listen to you. Even their structures are not disability friendly. You can't access them. You can't get to them. So it's like we are far behind. We are far behind.
If you are a person with disability and you are male, people look down on you.
How much more?
How much more female?
It's very hard. It's very hard, but we've got.
We'll get
go
there.
through it. Yes.
We'll get there. I heard a very sad story. Female person with disability who had endured sexual abuse. Somebody had promised to help her, and the person took advantage of her. When such things happen, what can we do about it?
We have to report them. We have to report them to the right places, like go to the social welfare or what do. We have to report them. They said PWD's women, and they are sexual, like how would I say? Because of their legs, when you are making love to them, you can twist it anyhow. You can have positions that you want. So, like, if you are a person with disability and you are a woman, and they see that, oh, you are beautiful, they will approach you, they will come to you, just have whatever they want to do with you.
The first time I heard that thing, I was amazed. But let me ask you, Gladys, is it true?
That's what?
I like the question. I like the question.
We are the same. It's not true. Then this one is an homework. I'll go and ask my husband. I'll get back to you.
I hear you.
It's not true. It's the same.
The discrimination seems to be greater for women who have disability. And we need to educate ourselves as women. We need to build up the capacity level.
Yes. That is why I'm saying, like, if you are a woman with disability and you have something doing, like you can take care of yourself when it comes to maybe making your hair, buying nice things for yourself.
Financial independence.
And you can do it by yourself without depending on any man.
Yeah.
That one there, you can say no to them when they come. So you know the genuine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you are there and you say you are a person with disability, because of that you are not going to do anything and sit there. That's why there. So I'm urging my women to do something. Try and do something. Even if you are not been to school, you can still sell something. You can start with your common fund. Do something. So even if a man sees that you are helping yourself, that is where he will also come in to help you. There are good men out there. There are a lot of good men out there. If they see you, they see the potential you, they know that you can do something.
You have the potential to do a lot of things.
Yes, they will just come to you. Oh, I like you. I would like to help you do this. And even if the person gets closer to you, the way the person reacts to you, and you see that, oh, this person is a good man, then you can be with the person. But if you sit there just like that, they will always come and take advantage of you, sleep with you, and just leave you. Even they will end up impregnating you, leave the child for you.
And abandon you. These are things we have to think about, reorient our minds, especially women with disability, those who are not earning high income. It doesn't mean that's the end of the road.
No.
The Federation, your chapter and other chapters, Ghana Society for the Physically Disabled, do you have training sessions, maybe advisory sessions for women?
Yes, we do that in our meetings. When we meet, we have meetings every month. Once in a month. And so that is where we used to advise ourselves, talk to them, and sometimes we lobby for other organizations to hold like trainings for us where we can be. We have the education there. But it's not easy to lobby to. It's not easy.
It's another big deal.
Come. When you are calling on them, they will not come.
You can go and sit and wait, and they will show up.
Yes, so.
I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think. I'll go for the feedback break. When I come back, I'd ask Gladys, why our women are not getting into politics too much? Because we need to get there. I'll go for the feedback break. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the feedback segment on the Helping Hand TV show. We appreciate your comments on our social media platforms, the phone calls and mails we receive from you. We also appreciate your concerns. We'll do our best to address them.
Feedback from Ishmael Ejenyako, Kumasi, Ghana. God bless you, Bishop Dr. Charles C. Hackman, for bringing to fore issues persons with disability go through every day. What will the world do without women? Especially an amazing woman like your guest. Thank you and God bless you, Bishop.
You can send your comments or questions to our email, thehelpinghandtvshow@gmail.com. You can also send an SMS or WhatsApp message to +233 209 555 777. Or you can follow us on Facebook, The Helping Hand TV Show.
One of the organizations Omobua Helping Hand TV Show, sorry, be a friend of Wetfire Generation Ministries. Many Omo leaders know Ekasaya and Sayeba program also, and they have good news for you. They are willing to support. Especially Akalano and like all the things you talked about, Wetfire Generation Ministries, almost every now and then, whatever has to be done,
At H4P, we love to put smiles on the faces of persons with disability.
At Fire City Chapel, we love to make you smile.
At H4P, we love to wipe the tears of persons with disability.
At Fire City Chapel, we love to give you experiences that will fill you with tears of joy.
At H4P, we love to lend a helping hand to families of persons with disability.
At Fire City Chapel, we love to help families grow in the grace and love of God.
At H4P, we love to empower children and young people with disability.
At Fire City Chapel, we love to train children in the way they should go, so that when they grow, they will not depart from it.
At H4P, we love to give to persons with disability.
At Fire City Chapel, we love to give.
Surely, some things are meant to be together. Fire City Chapel stands together
With H4P Organization, together we stand. Fire City Chapel,
and H4P,
bringing dignity to disability.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much for being with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. This is a special Helping Hand edition. We are looking at women and disability. And my special guest, amazing. Gladys has been amazing today. Gladys, thank you so much for your time.
Welcome.
We are advocating, but at the end of the day, it's the policymakers who would make what we are saying happen.
Yes.
If we get our people at the helm of affairs, it makes it easier. But our women with disability, I don't see them in politics. What is going on here?
I told you most of the women have not been to school.
Yeah.
And the few that have gone to school too, we are afraid. Even you ask yourself, the able people, how many women are into politics?
Yeah.
Come to talk of the disabled people. We are afraid. Well, the thing, if you show your face, they will insult you.
Yeah.
What can you do? I quite remember F.A. Jantua or so asking Ivor Green Street, how can a cripple lead a political party?
That was so unfortunate.
Even he is a man, no. But he is a man. Men that they feel they have the capacity to do it. If you look at the question that he is asking, how much more me Gladys coming forward as an assemblywoman or standing for anything? They will just insult you, and we are afraid of that insult. They will say, what can you do? Even you don't even have the money to.
For the campaign.
For the campaign, yes, you don't have the money, and even if you have money, you have people to follow you.
Yeah.
Even though they will not vote for you, but they will follow you. Yes, but here is the case: you don't even have the money, so you can't show up. You just curl up in your shell.
That makes our struggle more difficult, because if we have part of our own at the helm of affairs, they would hear us when we are making the noise on the streets, when we are advocating on TV and all that. But we have to get somewhere. How many women with disability are standing for parliamentary elections? How many women with disability are standing for assembly elections and all that? You are the acting chairperson of your chapter. What are you going to do to push our women? Yes, we'll be insulted. Can we let them stop? We can't let them stop. But should they stop us? What are you going to do in your capacity as an acting chairperson?
Then it all comes to the sponsorship. So I know people are willing to go if they have the money. Yes.
Wow.
For me, I'm willing to go.
You are very determined.
Even this assembly elections, like I was nominated for government appointee.
Okay.
But, like they didn't choose me.
Okay.
So people are willing to go. So all that I can do as the acting chair of the AMA district GSPD is that I'll just lobby, look for NGOs to sponsor our people who are willing to come forward.
Okay.
Because I know they have the zeal. I know they can do it. They have the mind. They have good things that they can put in. So, like, I'll lobby for them.
And no matter the insults thrown at you, you should forget it.
There are a lot of people like me.
Determined?
Yes, they don't mind the insults.
Wow.
If you insult them, you insult you back.
Wow.
They'll give you reasons why they can do it. They
Yeah.
can take up this leadership position. Yeah.
It's
and
time.
There are good reasons too, and they can do it.
Yeah.
So if I'm able to lobby, I'm able to bring in NGOs to come and assist them. I think
because we are talking about affirmative action, and we seem to be leaving disabled women out. Well, I'm going to cross over to Elom for a spot of music. When I come back, I would ask Gladys about women, disability, and love. I'll be right back.
Welcome back.
Well, thank you so much, Elom. Thank you so much for that beautiful song. You're still with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. Gladys is here. I want to go personal. I want to ask about love. I want to ask about... let me just leave it there. So, Gladys, how easy is it? You have been married for almost 13 years?
Yes, but I changed me.
Okay.
It wasn't the same person
Okay.
I started with that app. And
okay, but it's been a long journey for you.
Yes.
How easy is it for our women with disability to get into successful relationships that will lead to marriage?
It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Like, for me, the first guy that I had my two children with, I would say he's an opportunist. Like, as I was saying,
Just come to take advantage.
As for we women with disabilities, you have to get something doing before you get a man to come into your life. So I was working by then, so he saw that when he gets closer to me, he will get something out of me. So he was with me. We had our first child. Second one was a twin.
Okay.
Even the mother said I was more privileged to have his son.
Really?
Yes. And even the second pregnancy, she even gave me money to go and abort it. And I came back. I didn't go. I didn't even know where to go to. So
it was better. It was better.
I came back to tell her that the doctor said because of my disability, he can't
it's not
do
safe.
It.
And rather, that's what you had the twins from.
Yes.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Because of my disability, he can't do it. And I was keeping the money too. Because I knew because of that, maybe they would not give me any money for antenatal or something like that. So I was keeping the money, using it. And the way they were treating me, as if I was more privileged to be there. Like, do you want our son to marry you? No, it was a mistake that he had the children with you and so forth. So, like, and he was not responsible too. He left everything for me.
Can you imagine?
So it was this man, good man. He understands disability issues. In fact, he was the one who introduced me to the Ghana Society of the Physically Disabled. I didn't know there was any organization like that. So he told me there is an organization there that I can go there, register. So he took me there, registered me, and he was with me. He has been the one who has been with me till now. And he's been there for me every time.
Wow. So the secret here is that if you're a person with disability, female, you should have something doing before you have a man.
But it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so because able people too are there. They are not doing anything, but they are getting husbands all right. Why is it that it's not the same for persons with disability? Most of the men comes because of what you are doing. They know you can't compete with
him.
the other able people.
So
because you are a disabled person, if he is with you, you will not like him to leave you. So anything that he says,
you have to do it.
Yes, you will do it. But it's not so.
When you are disabled, it doesn't mean your mind doesn't work.
No, it works all right. Everybody has a disability. It's just that ours is physical. We don't have it in our minds. It's just parts of our body that is not working well. So I don't know why men think because of our disability they can take advantage of us.
It's unfortunate. Gladys, I have some few more minutes, but there are some few things I want you to address quickly. Sometimes we hear of men who run away when a child is born with disability, but on rare occasions we've heard women, in fact it's even becoming common, women run away when they have children with disability. Somebody's watching us. What advice would you give to that woman watching us who wants to run away because a child has been born with disability?
For me, I believe children are gifts from God. So no matter what, even if you give birth to a spoon, God gave it to you. So just take care of the spoon, take care of the child that God has given to you. Just take care of it. And you might not know what that child will become in future. Maybe through that child you have your breakthrough. So don't run away from them. Keep them and don't hide them out. Maybe you might get somebody who might help you take care of the person. And by God's grace, you do well.
You do well. Finally, the challenge for women with disability is so difficult. Sometimes it can be depressing. Sometimes it can be frustrating. And we've heard in the disability community, people who commit suicide, people who end it because of that. We are talking about women and disability. Somebody is watching us now, needs an advice. It needs a word of encouragement. A woman who is at the verge of giving up. What encouragement would you give her? She has a disability.
They are all created by God. All of us. We are all human. Don't look down upon yourself because you are a person with disability. No. Come out. Do whatever everybody is doing. Do some. Go to church. Go to places everybody is going to. Just encourage yourself. Don't stay indoors. If you are indoors, that one day you think about it. Sometimes, myself, or sometimes, I was watching a telenovela and there is a woman I saw wearing heels. it was very nice. And I told my husband.
I can only imagine.
I told my husband, it had pain me. I don't have legs like this heel. Me too. I'll wear some. And he said, oh, don't talk like that. You too, you can do something that an able person cannot do.
Amazing.
So don't talk like that.
Amazing.
And in fact, and at that point in time, I regretted. And I said, I've offended God. So I asked God for forgiveness. So, like, don't look down upon yourself. Be who you are. You can do something. You can be good some way. Maybe you cannot walk, but you can sing. You cannot walk, you can write. So do something.
Or you can smile. Somebody can look at your smile and be encouraged.
Yes. Yes, exactly. So I'll not urge you to kill yourself, commit suicide because you have disability. No. This disability thing started long time ago, not now. So you are not the only person. So look at people who are disabled but rather doing well. How come these people get to this stage? You can even contact them, get closer to them, and you'll be encouraged.
Thank you so much, Gladys. Thank you so much. This has been the special edition of the Helping Hand TV show with my very special guest, Gladys Agbenu. It's the freestyle segment. Freestyle segment. The freestyle segment is the segment on the show that I allow my guests to do anything. They could sing, they could dance, they could recite a poem, they could play an instrument, they could do anything. My guest, Gladys Agbenu, what would you do for me? Freestyle.
I will sing.
You will sing?
Yes.
All right. All right. So Gladys is going to sing. Gladys, the floor is all yours.
I was in a tunnel and couldn't see the light. Sometimes when I look up, I couldn't see the skies. Every now and then I feel like I lose my mind. I've been resting for years and still the finish line. Oh, then I climbed the hills and saw the mountains. I hollowed out 'cause I was lost. Then I felt the strong wings and a strong voice saying, storm is over now. I don't see the sunshine somewhere beyond the clouds. I feel heaven, yeah, heaven is over me. Come on and set me free.
Yeah, the storm is over. The storm is over. All right, so we'll jump straight into the game segment. At the beginning of the show, we gave numbers to every member of the audience. My guest, Gladys, is going to make somebody happy. Hopefully, we'll have more claps this time around. We'll have more laughter, more smiles. If we are ready, let the games begin. So Gladys, you close your eyes. Free and fair elections. Then you pick one ball. Okay, so you give it to her. The lucky number is 14. 14. All right. Thank you. Finally. Congratulations. 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 I think you should be happy for her. You should be happy for her. Well, on the Helping Hand TV show, we are all winners. We are all winners. Every member in this audience, you are going to go home with a free gift from H4P Organization. Anyway, thank you so much for being with me, the voice of ability. Gladys has been amazing. Amazing. Gladys has been amazing. Thank you so much, Gladys, for spending your time with us, sharing your life with us, giving us encouragement, giving us advice, and motivating our women on this special edition of Disability and Women. Thank you to DV Unlimited Company Limited and Fire City Chapel. They are my proud sponsors. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Of course, of my audience.